If you're somebody that does things like this, or has to go through stuff like this, then having something to protect your ears is a mandatory thing, especially knowing that any hearing loss is permanent and nothing will bring it back. Combine this with the need of proper radio communication and situational awareness, and you'll find yourself in the product range of active hearing protection. And 3M PELTOR ComTac XPI is such a product, and in this before you buy video we'll do a review of this product. Hey, what's up guys, Instinct for this video, and before we dive into today's topic, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to stay notified, head over to ReconBrothers.com for our giveaways, and go have a look at shop.ReconBrothers.com for our quality products, and amongst those you can also find the 3M PELTOR products. To clarify, in this video we will cover the ComTac XPI headset as well as the PTT available. Now, one thing to notice is that the ComTac III, known in the USA, is actually the ComTac XP from the EU, but it has other wiring. This is a ComTac XPI, which is an improved version of that. So that being said, let's jump into the build of these products. So to start off with, what build options do you have on your headset? Well, you can get it in a black or olive drab color. Other features you can choose is, for example, a neckband, which would apparently give problems when looking up. You can get them with a helmet adapter, but do keep in mind that you then need a helmet to use it. Also, these are only ARC adapters, so they only fit an ARC rail system, so no M-Lock system or Thin Windy system like this one. Another choice you have is to get it with a headband, which is the one we chose. To us, this is also the best option since you can wear it as it comes underneath a helmet, or you can get yourself third-party adapters for a helmet, but then you do need to cut the leather wrap that comes with it to free the cable. Now don't worry, you can still go back to a headband version since there are replacement wraps available as well. If you would like some guidance on how to go from a headband setup to a helmet mounted setup, you can have a look at the video we already made in the description down below. Another option is to get yourself a J11 cable to connect the headset with the PTT. This together with a detachable microphone, which can either be a dynamic or a flexible one. You do however also have a bone conducting microphone, but it's not so popular in usage. We ourselves chose to get a dynamic microphone and will mainly be covering this one today. And last but not least, you can choose to get yourself a single or dual com setup, which allows you to work with either one or two radios while only using one headset. Now if you have a headset without any com features, don't worry, we have upgrade kits available at our store. And if you are a left-hand dominant shooter, the microphone may be on the wrong side for you, but also here you can use one of our upgrade kits to make it suitable for you as well. Next up is a push-to-talk for this headset. They all come in a matte black color and the options are dependent on the radio system you use. The first one is a Kenwood Baofeng PTT since they use the same pin. This one is called the FL5035 and is made by PELTOR. The other two options we have are for Motorola and Midland, and they are both made by ComHead, since PELTOR doesn't make them anymore. The two PTTs made by ComHead are definitely not inferior to the one made by PELTOR. In some way they are actually even better, but we're not going to dive too much into them since we don't have any personal experience with them, but just so you know, the options are there. Now let's have a look into the quality of these products. Starting off with the headset, it is tested to military standards, so it can handle a whole array of extreme conditions. Now I don't know the standards by heart, but luckily we can use the magic of video editing to show it to you guys. For example, this means you can take the XPI on a swim for about an hour in fresh water and for about 30 minutes in salt water. Though you can submerge with them, it is not recommended to go too deep. Looking at the build of the headset, the outer part of the earpads is made of a strong plastic. As for the bridge, it is made out of a brass metal bridge, which is finished by a leather wrap. On the bottom of the left earpad you have two buttons for your menu, which are easy to distinguish even with gloves on. The battery compartments on both sides of the headset are easy accessible, made of plastic and also waterproof. Just so you know, the headset itself uses two AAA batteries. The standard foam ear cushions provide a good seal around the ears and feel comfortable around the head. At last, the cables on this system are very solid built, and all by all it feels like the headset can go through some pretty brutal stuff. The headset is quite adjustable, which allows a fit for most people. For easy storage and transport usage, the headset can also be folded. The menu buttons are easy to use. Simply push one of them a couple of seconds to turn the system on or off. If you want to change the volume, you can press the front button to amplify your sound, and to reduce your sound you can push the back button. The clips holding the headband and the ear pads together are made of plastic and can apparently break if you're not careful dismounting or mounting them. A few tips here: if you want to dismount the clips, turn them 90 degrees and pull them off. If you want to mount them, you best use a wrench. If you want to interchange between the headband and the helmet mounted version, it's best to take out the metal bars instead of the clips. Let's have a closer look at the microphones themselves. The dynamic microphone is length adjustable and uses rotation points to determine the positioning, whereas the flexible microphone has a fixed length but is a bit easier in use. Both microphones are IP68 rated, which means they are dust tight and waterproof for 30 minutes up to 3 meters. They also feature an ultra noise cancelling feature, which is especially important in windy conditions. The J11 cable is also a tough build, and the jack is an absolute solid piece, which is something entirely different than your usual 6mm jacks, so it won't break easily. Going over to the PELTOR PTT, it is also IP68 rated, meaning it is dust tight and waterproof. The PTT, its casing is built of a tough plastic, and the cable is made the same way as the cables from the headset, so they can take on some rough conditions as well. The PTT features a textured button, which is easy to locate without the need to look, and is easy to reach with both hands. It features a clamp on the back that can be rotated 360 degrees, and it can be removed by removing a single screw. Now that we have covered all of this, let's go over to the features of both products. Also here, let's first start with the headset itself. The most important thing to know is that this headset is active hearing protection and not passive. The difference is that passive hearing protection muffles all surrounding or ambient sound, while active hearing protection selectively blocks hazardous sounds while it still allows you to hear at a normal or even enhanced level. This is due to the two external microphones that take in the sound. The system then decides what to do with it, either block it or have it pass through the internal speakers at a normal or enhanced level. The sound produced by the internal speakers can be increased or decreased in 4 levels with a maximum output of 82 decibels. The configuration menu is fully voice guided and allows you to change some functions. One of these functions is the release time that can either be slow or fast, whereas the slow one is used for indoor shots, whereas the echo of the shots can create sound shocks. Next up is the volume balance between the ears, which can be put on 7 different settings. This is for example useful if you have hearing loss on your left ear. You can amplify the sound output of the left ear pad to regain your situational awareness. Above an equalizer mode, which are the 4 different sound levels we talked about earlier, this system also features a silent mode, which shuts off the external microphones. In total, wearing the headset as it comes gives you an SNR or signal to noise ratio of 28 decibels. If you require a higher reduction of decibels, you can also wear earplugs underneath the headset, which brings the total up to 39 decibels. Remind that when it comes to volume, every 3 decibels is a doubling of the sound energy, so 11 decibels is quite a lot. This is all good in terms of protection, but the problem that it usually brings along is that the output of the speakers is reduced too much as well. For this, the system features an earplug mode. This enhances the speaker output by 6 decibels, so you can keep your communication and situational awareness with earplugs on. The headset in total weighs 335 grams with batteries included. It can operate between -40 up to 55 degrees Celsius. It has an average runtime of 200 hours, but our supplier with much more experience says it can go even up to 300 hours. Besides these features, the ComTac XPI has some improvements compared to its predecessor, the ComTac XP. These are a better sealing of the battery compartment, a better sealing of the board against salt water, and the removal of pressure points on the headband, which are especially noticeable when wearing it underneath a helmet. It has an extensive voice-guided menu, the volume of the connected radios can be changed, and the microphone gain can be adjusted as well. With the earplug mode, the volume of the connected radio is enhanced as well, and they also added the silent mode, which we talked about earlier, shuts down the external microphones. Next up is the PTT. It has a button with a very positive feel that ensures you are transmitting even with the gloves on. The PTT has also been tested and approved for a minimum of 100,000 plugins with J11 cable. Now that we have covered all of this, let's have a little demonstration of the headset. Let's explain the setup of our demonstration a bit. For this we will be using the microphone from the earplugs from our phone, which we will put inside the earpads. This allows our phone to record the sound. As for our first demonstration, we will be playing a sound at a constant volume output, and we'll start off with the headset turned off. Then we will turn it on and go through the 4 different sound amplification levels. Viper, 1 o'clock, 50 meters, 2 foot mobiles.
Powered on.
The results of this demonstration show you that you can actually hear better with the peltor turned on if the situation requires you to do so. As for our second demonstration, we want to show you the difference between active and passive hearing protection, meaning the headset turned on and off. For this we will take a couple of shots with a gas-powered airsoft gun to show you. Viper, 1 o'clock, 50 meters, 2 foot mobiles. Viper, 1 o'clock, 50 meters, 2 foot mobiles. As for our final thoughts, the headset enhances your situational awareness, allowing you to hear sounds you would normally not perceive. This while blocking explosions very well. This is obviously an advantage. It is very easy in use, reliable, tough, and always offers a clear sound. We never had any issues with radio communications like calls not coming through or sending out. It is comfortable to wear a couple of hours and would apparently be even more comfortable with gel cushions. The ComTac XPI is definitely a buy once, cry once product since they are expensive, but they will probably last you a lifetime. If you are looking for 3M Peltor products like the ComTac XPI or accessories, you can head over to shop.ReconBrothers.com and buy your needs over there. We also offer combo packs to make it a little bit more affordable since they have a small discount. Please like the video if it was helpful to you, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next week.